The episode continues as the Celestial Dragons let loose all the slaves and natives, putting price tags and bonus point on their heads as they prepare to hunt them for fun, promising amazing rewards for the winners of the hunt. Pumped with excitement, the God's Knight also prepared themselves to join the hunt with a clear goal of winning for their respective clans. The natives cry in bitterness as they run for their lives with their children, wondering why the Celestial Dragons behave so cruelly by toying with human lives. The Celestial Dragons continued in their madness as they shot at the crowd who were running for their lives. With laughter, they spoke out, "Give us a good chase, you little rabbits! There's only 1 hour left before the hunt begin!" Meanwhile, at Navy headquarters, the Fleet Admiral conversed with Garp over the transponder snake. Feeling flustered, he spoke out, "Our report haven't been verified, but if the danger is real, it'll be a disaster." Garp interrupted him in a nonchalant manner, as he knew that it was about the Celestial Dragons and their desperate attempt to conquer Pirate Island Hachinosu. He continued that the Fleet Admiral might have provided them with some sort of protection, so he asked why he's worried. But he replied, "It seems Roger is on the move." Quickly, Garp got with as his face lit up in sudden surprise and spoke, "Lead with that next time, I'm on my way." The scene then shifts towards Hachinosu, as pirates prepare to set sail towards a destination that Roger has already embarked on. Back to God Valley, the coast were completely surrounded with Navy battleships blocking every escape route. The Celestial Dragons continued their massacre as they started killing over 10,000 citizens that were branded as rabbits. Ivankov complains as he observed the death of some of the slaves. Others declare that the Celestial Dragons said we'll be free if we can survive 3 weeks on the island. But Ivankov revealed that we'll die before then. He continued that no one have ever survived the hunt from previous records. This made some of the surviving slaves lose hope as he declared that escaping together is the only way off the island. The Celestial Dragons want you to run with hope for survival so that they'll kill you, providing them with an entertaining chase. St. Fingerlin Garland quickly score a whooping 100,000 points as he strategized in targeting rabbits with high price tags on their head. Quickly, a fishman prisoner broke off Ivankov and other slaves' cuffs as Jenny overheard from the transponder snail that the grand prize for this year's hunt is devil fruits. One of them is the strongest class of devil fruit that allows you to turn into an azure dragon. The other is the pawpaw fruit that allows you to blast yourself and others into distant islands. Ivankov spoke that if we can get our hands on them, we will surely escape this island. Jenny then revealed that she was the one that leaked all this information to the outside world since she's a pro thief and a wiretapper. An uninvited guest is coming soon, so she asked that they'll need plenty decoy and people who can run a lot. Kuma volunteered for the role with confidence in his size and bulkiness. Jenny expressed her concern for those that will be taking up the role, but Ivankov spoke that they will not allow anyone to die. We are all escaping together. Before we proceed, please hit that subscribe button to watch and stay notified on every new episode. In a cinematic scene, the Navy battleships came under heavy attack from pirates. Some soldiers used a telescope to identify them as the Rocks Pirates, who's at the east coast of the island. The Navy engaged in an all-out war against the Rocks Pirate, who lead his crew onto the island in raid. The elite crew consists of Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido, Shinky, Kuja Princess, Captain John, and many others. All of them prepare for battle, feeling excited as the Kuja Princess declared, "Today, we'll settle the score." Finally, the Rocks Pirates made a landfall on the island. A Celestial Dragon quarreled with the Navy captain in charge that they should handle the problem to ensure their safety. But an urgent news got to all Marine battleships that the west coast of the island is considered a dangerous zone because the Roger Pirates have docked there. They wondered how did information got to the outside world that attracted all these pirates who are swarming the island like ants. Quickly, the God's Knight take charge under Garling's command to pull the Marines back in order to protect the Celestial Dragons. It was a big disgrace to the world government as surrounding the island with more than 100 Navy battleships became meaningless. The slaves became confused as to what is happening. Some Marines terrified for their lives at the sight of true fearsome Haki, which ran rampage on the island because of Roger and the Rocks Pirates. Garp dashed out like the hero of the story, inspiring other soldiers as he demanded for the whereabouts of Roger. Due to this distraction, Ivankov and his team finally lay hold of the devil fruits that were supposed to be an award prize for the winners of the hunt, so they decided to eat it quickly. Swiftly, Big Mom bashed Ivankov to the empty crates on the ground as he snatched the Dragon devil fruit from him. Seeing this, Kuma quickly ate the pawpaw devil fruit without hesitation, so that he can at least save everyone from the island. Ivankov celebrates in victory as Saint Saturn blasts Kuma to the ground, taking them by surprise. Saturn gave Kuma, who's struggling on the ground, two options, which is to live as a slave or die, because he's a buccaneer who has eaten the priceless devil fruit. Kuma spoke out as he gently got up from the ground, saying, "I don't understand. How can someone be born to be more or less important?" With a disgusting look, Saturn replied that, "If you're born to be a slave, what's the point in being born at all?" But Kuma answered him boldly without fear, saying, "If I've got some kind of power now, then I'm going to use it to save as many slaves as possible, just like Nika." With a devilish look, Saturn replied, "That's precisely why people like you need to be erased." So on that fateful day, the God Valley incident shrouded in history, as it ended in clash of tremendous conquerors, Haki, between Garp, Roger, and Rox. Meanwhile, in Sorbet Kingdom South Blue, news articles were published by the chief editor of We News, Morgan, declaring Grapp as a Navy hero. But Ivankov expressed dissatisfaction over the news published, claiming that, in the end, no one really knows what happened in God Valley. Kuma knelt down in prayers for all those who lost their lives during the incident, as Ivankov praised him for saving about 500 slaves during the mess. With tears of joy, Jenny felt grateful for her life as she thanked Kuma. Excited, Ivankov declared to Kuma that, "Those hands of yours bless people with freedom. They are the hands of liberation." This made Kuma inspired because he now does the same thing as his hero, Nika. Ivankov packed his bags as he prepares to leave for an adventure, leaving Kuma and Jenny, who decided to live in a church. With joy, they said their goodbyes as Kuma and Jenny cheer on Ivankov, who set sail for adventure. Feeling proud, Jenny took up responsibility to cater for the house since she's 4 years older than Kuma. Kuma and Jenny started working by selling chopped wood in the market to earn a living. Sometimes he was bullied by some brats who claimed that he's lying about his age, but Jenny comes to the rescue and teach them a lesson. But Kuma was a softy and kind-hearted soul, so he'd take away their pains by using his devil fruit ability, healing them. They returned home after the day's work and prepared a nice dish for themselves. Jenny sure loved to eat a lot, so Kuma passes food to her since he's done eating. Jenny asked Kuma for his age and clarified that they're age mates since they were both taken as slave in the age of 4. Feeling grateful, they both cried with tears of joy, as this time they truly ate to their satisfaction, not as slaves, but as free human beings, living their days in peace and harmony together. If you love this video, please subscribe and turn on notifications to watch more. Thanks.